Hi everyone and welcome. This is Chuck Boulais and that's me in the picture in the lower right hand corner of your screen right there. Today I'm doing a video review on a product called IMPho by Allen Payne, and I'm going to be speaking kind of quickly here because I have a lot to say about IMPho, and this video may already go a little longer than I want, so please bear with me because there's a lot of good information in here and I really want to make sure I get it all out to you. Before we go any further, I want you to know that I'm not trying to sell you IMPho, so you will not find an advertising link to the product down below in my YouTube video description. So guess what? You can put your money away right now. For those of you who've never seen one of my videos before, as I said, my name is Chuck Boulais, and I was in the marketing business out in the brick and mortar world for well over 20 years. And when I left that career, I did so to start my own business on the greatest landscape the world has ever known as far as entrepreneurship is concerned, the World Wide Web. I think the internet is the greatest place to start a business today for anyone. But when I did that, I banged my head against the wall for well over a year just trying to figure out the basics of online marketing, how to make money online, and where me and my personal talents and my skill set just might be a good fit. During that time, I invested an embarrassing amount of my own money, tens of thousands of dollars from my own savings and retirement accounts, just trying to build a business online, any kind of business, and learn how to break into making money on the internet. I ended up buying almost every kind of internet program, one-on-one coaching plan, and different online product launch that you can possibly imagine. And each and every one of them told me that I'd make thousands of dollars a month, and most of those products and programs almost always promised that I'd do so with very little effort on my part, maybe even with only one or two clicks of the computer mouse, or maybe even totally on autopilot. And that's not to mention the amount of time I spent studying every single product I bought and every piece of advice that was given to me by my personal coach. So, what I want you to know is that I'm not an online guru. I'm not a member of any inner circle. I'm a normal, everyday guy who's made some good decisions, but in all honesty, I've also made my share of bad ones too. But after some bumps and bruises, my online business has finally taken off, and I've been seeing some really great results. Now, let me tell you that most of that success has come only since I made a conscious decision to help people online as much as I can, and since I started doing these videos. And once I decided that even if I can keep just one person a day from making just one of the same mistakes I made, I think it'll all be worth it. Success will come to me, and that's because I truly believe that success comes to those who help others and who love what they do. Now, during all of that unbelievably long and expensive and somewhat painful personal research that I had to do while I was out there, the most important thing I found out is that when you're looking into buying any type of product or program that's being offered for sale to you online, it's a business decision. So you're going to want to utilize your business wisdom and your business acumen, or else you're going to end up being just another victim and you're going to lose a lot of valuable time and money. And I don't think any of us can afford to waste one single bit of either one of those valuable resources. If you can always remember to utilize that business wisdom and that business acumen of yours, and always keep in mind that just about 90% of program launches online are either really bad fits for people and their particular personal talents and skill sets, some of them underdeliver on their promises, others are just repackaged old products, and yes, still others are maybe even just out and out scams. If you can always remember that, you can save yourself a lot of time, money, aggravation, and energy. Now, I'm not saying that IMPho by Allen Payne is a scam or a bad fit for anyone, not in the least. But I do want you to know a little bit about what you're getting into right up front so you can make an informed decision and you don't end up throwing money away at yet another product that leads you down a long dark road that just doesn't work out for you, and you find yourself at yet another dead end, all that much more broke, and losing all of that precious time. So, what is IMPho? Well, IMPho, which is shorthand for Internet Marketing Forum, where forum is very cleverly spelled PHORUM, is an online membership site created by Allen Payne that teaches people step by step how to build profitable online businesses using internet marketing. It charges you $1 for a 7-day trial and then $19.95 a month for the premium plan, or $49.95 every 3 months for that premium plan. I have a lot of respect for Allen Payne, and I like the fact that he's marketing this package with honesty and warning people that there is no simple, no effort way to market on the internet. Making money online is no different than starting any other kind of business. It requires hard work, diligence, and consistency. That doesn't mean anyone can't do it because, like I said before, I think the internet is the best place for anyone to start a business today. But there simply is no such thing as a business in a box. I wish I could tell you that just because you invest $19.95 a month or $49.95 every 3 months or a few hundred or even a couple $1,000s in a product or a program that's being offered for sale to you online, I wish I could tell you that the next day boatloads of cash are simply going to fall into your lap, but I think you know as well as I do that that simply isn't true. So there, someone has finally said it out loud. I'm not going to kid you or waste your time and tell you that I've tried IMPho because I haven't, and that's because I have absolutely no interest in paying anyone who's selling coaching online another dime because I've actually paid as much as $10,000 for a personal coach to help me with my online marketing and even bought hundreds of those done for you or guaranteed to make you thousands of dollars a month online product launches in the past, and each time they've all ended up costing me hundreds of dollars after all the upsells and other bells and whistles, and I've never earned anywhere near the money back that I've put out for them. And none of that stuff ever did me as much good as what I'm doing today for free and all of the resources I found and now have access to on Facebook, Google Plus, and elsewhere for free. Believe me, and these online coaches, low cost or high priced, very rarely reveal any knowledge or insider tips that justify the cost they charge. No, I'm all done with that. Like I said before, I've really started to have a lot of success on the internet recently, and that success has come only since I decided to help people and since I started doing these videos. If you're new to internet marketing or you've even been here for a while and you haven't made a whole lot of money or seen a whole lot of success, I want to share something with you that's really been working gangbusters for me. In fact, no one is more surprised than I am at how well this has been working. After spending all those tens of thousands of dollars of my hard-earned money, I finally found a program called Instant Payday Network. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to give me any money. That's a promise. So don't go away. Please put your money away. You don't need it. And here's the real big surprise: I don't want it. What I'm going to tell you about is 100% free. And right about now, you're probably saying, come on, Chuck, now you're just trying to sell me into your program just like everybody else does. And I'm going to tell you that no, I'm not selling you anything. I am trying to tell you about this phenomenal opportunity, but I'm not selling you anything because what I want to tell you about costs $0 and 0 cents. Instant Payday Network is free. Unlike the other programs out there, like IMPho, this program is free. It's not $19.95, it's not $49.95, it's not even a single dollar, so I'm not selling you anything. Now, the way Instant Payday works is very simple. You get compensated $58 whenever anyone comes into Instant Payday and completes the free program. The system was created by a guy by the name of Jeff Buchanan, and you can see his picture right there. He's very much an ordinary guy. I've met him and I know him, and he's a really good guy, and he's very, very smart. Jeff's system, the way he set it up, he actually has no buy-in fees or upfront costs whatsoever. There's zero website fees, zero maintenance fees, and there are no hidden fees later on. There are no upsells after you get in. Once you're in, it's still free. You don't need to learn how to set up a website, how to blog, how to do SEO. You don't need to know how to do any of that stuff, folks. It really is that simple. Now, I do want to put your mind at rest about a few things. Instant Payday is not an MLM. So those of you that have been burned by the multi-level marketing business model, rest easy that Instant Payday is not an MLM. You don't have to bug your friends and family like you would say with Amway or Avon or Nutrisystem or all those other companies that we're also inundated and pressured to sell for. There's no cold calling. You never have to pick up a telephone and call some unsuspecting stranger that you've never met off a list that maybe you had to buy, and you certainly don't ever have to go out and see anyone face to face. Ever. And there's no product or inventory to ship. So, what do you get with the Instant Payday Network, ladies and gentlemen? Well, you get a free, complete, turnkey marketing system. And that marketing system includes your choice of not one, but three complete free capture pages. And each one of those capture pages has a tested 35 to 50% conversion rate with no website hosting fees either. You get a free automated sales funnel so that all of your referrals and all of your leads are automatically funneled directly to you. No one else gets them, no one else sees them. You get a free email autoresponder, and you get all of the free training you need to start making money right now. And oh yeah, did I mention that it's 100% free to get started? Now, I do want to go back and talk a minute about this capture page, the one with the tested 35 to 50% conversion rate. If you had to purchase this tested capture page somewhere else, it's going to cost you $25 to $30 a month just in website hosting fees. And if you wanted to have one designed, built, and tested for you by a professional so that it was as effective as the one Jeff gives us for free, that'd be about $200 a year. The email autoresponder, if you had to purchase that on your own, that by itself would cost you about $50 a month if you went with a company like Aweber or Constant Contact or any one of the hundreds of companies out there that you'd have to spend all that time researching in order to evaluate which one was best for you. Not to mention how long it would take you to learn to set it up and make it run as effectively and efficiently as this one. But Jeff's already done all that, and he provides it to us for free. He's written all of the product introductory emails, all of the follow-up marketing emails, and he's put them in that autoresponder so that they're all sent out automatically at the appropriate intervals. You don't even have to write an email with the Instant Payday system. Jeff does tons of video, audio, and written training here himself, and that training is excellent. It's second to none. He'll take you from the ground up and teach you the basics to the advanced techniques of all online marketing and the best and fastest ways to capitalize with this system. And he's not going to charge a dime for any of that either. In addition, you're going to get personal access to me. I'll help you with your training, and I'll coach you, and I'll support you personally, and that's because I really want to build a great team and help my people out. Once you sign up and qualify for the Instant Payday Network system, I give you my phone number and my personal email address, so you're not just left out there twisting in the wind and having to fend totally for yourself. And I can assure you that I'm not going to charge you anything, and I'm always available within just a few hours of your contacting me. Why am I always available? Because I love what I do. I love Instant Payday Network, and I'm very grateful for what it's done for me. This is a free system that you can do at home, folks. You can even do this in your part-time if you'd like. I'm personally making over $5,000 a month with Instant Payday Network after just a few short months in the program. And I personally know people making over $10,000 to $20,000 a month. Now remember, the reason why Instant Payday Network stands alone from the other programs out there, like IMPho, is because it costs nothing to join to get started. Zip. Nada, zilch, and you make $25 to $58 for each person that signs up for free offers. The other great thing about Instant Payday Network is that you're paid your money from multi-million dollar corporations. This is all part of their huge advertising budgets that they've allocated and set money aside for just this kind of advertising, and that means that you don't have to rely on the average internet product developer dude to put his hand into his pocket and give you money whenever he remembers or thinks about it. And this type of compensation system means that you get paid daily with the Instant Payday Network. I get paid every day with the Instant Payday system. So the question I guess I have for you at this point is, should you spend money on an ongoing charge for a program or product like IMPho when you could actually do Instant Payday for free? You know, sometimes making money can be simple. I don't think we have to overanalyze this one too much. If you know of another program online that's free to get started, a program that has the potential to make you as much as $10,000 to $20,000 a month, I would encourage you to go for it and embrace it, my friend. On the other hand, if you can't find a program like that online, you just found one. I encourage you, you don't have to pull out your wallet and spend money on yet another expensive program with untested, untried, or unsure promises. You have an opportunity right here to get started finally making some real money online. You can start making money within 24 to 48 hours, and all you have to do is click the link right below my video. Right below this video, there's a link on the left-hand side in the video description. You won't be disappointed. Go ahead and click one of the links there right below the video. As a matter of fact, I put 2 or 3 links down there, right below the like symbol, that thumbs up symbol YouTube gives you. You want to look for the link that says dignityrestore.com, because that's what I want you to do. I want you to restore your dignity and start making money online the way you deserve. Get into and work the Instant Payday program. You won't regret it, I promise. So go ahead and click the link. Give yourself a break. Click the link below and it'll take you to a brief video done by Jeff Buchanan, and when you're done with that, I'll see you on the other side.